So first, in my application, you can create a username or a new student profile. So let's say our new student is called Jim Bertson. And now you can choose to have him enrolled in either math or English or both. I'm going to choose to have him in both. Now it will redirect us to our login. Now, if I had chosen 2 to begin with, it would have us in the same place here. So I'll choose Jim. And let's say this time I get the password wrong. Let's say Burton. That's not right. It says bad password. If I misspelled Jim, like Giant Bertson, that also gets it wrong. It'll say user not found. And if we get it correct this time, Jim Bertson. Very good. Now we will select a math activity. This time we can sort it by either activity type or difficulty. Let's choose difficulty this time. You see this time the easy difficulties are sorted first, medium is sorted second, and the 2 hard difficulties are sorted later. If I were to choose activity type, it would be sorted in multiplication, division, and then fraction problems. First, let's pick our fraction problems. Let's pick the easy fraction problem. Now, this one will have to be, if we think about this, this is 7 divided by 4. Correct. Now, this is another one that we have to think about. This one is, again, this one is 7 divided by 3. All right, now let's say Jim is not doing so well on these activities. The answer is just wrong on all of these. 2 out of 10 possible points. Now, if we look in our database, we look at Jim's average math score. He now has a 1, or his activity count for math is 1, and his average is about 2.0. But it's exactly 2.0. Well then, now if I just reset these, I'm going to use my account now to show off the English side. And the other ones are just multiplication and division problems. Now, if I show the English problems, I will say Alexander Proslov. That is my account. Now, let's say I want to use and just so you know, both of those accounts were enrolled in math and English. Now, I'll choose English. Let's choose the first English activity. Now we can see we are given a paragraph to read, and when we're done, we'll click enter. So let's say I've read this whole paragraph now. I know very fast. It says I've taken about 11 seconds out of the recommended 30 seconds. I'm doing very well according to the recommended time set by the teacher. Now, in the second section in the database, it says I've taken 1 English activity, and my running average is a ratio of about, or it's the ratio of about 11 to 30. So if the ratio is less than 1, I'm doing pretty well on the English activities. So props to me. Now to present the teacher side, if I say teacher, and it doesn't matter what the password is after that, is welcome. Now I can add an activity. Let's say I want to add a math activity. We'll say division this time. So let's say the activity now is going to be a moderate activity that we are going to add for students to complete. The lowest integer, this is the lower bound of integers that we'll be able to see in the problem itself. Say 3. Now let's say the highest integer we want is 9. Then in our math activity directory up here, it is added then into the directory, and now every student enrolled in a math class will be able to see this activity and use it to create a randomly set 10 problem generated activity with all random questions. Now, instead, if we go to the teacher console once more, and we say we want to add an English activity. Now we get to name this activity. Let's name this the vehicles activity. Now we type or copy the passage in. I have a preset sentence here. Cars are a form of transportation, blah, blah, blah. If I copy and paste this a couple times, it is, and we say, okay, maybe this will take the student about 20 seconds to read. Now, and then we have the choice to add another one or log off. Let's log off now. And we see that in the application folder, another text file has been added called English Vehicles. And this it has the first line 20 seconds is the recommended time. And the string that I gave as an input then is given and made into a text file with a certain amount of words on each line. And now students can access this as an activity. Thank you very much.